Solo. Man, we need to have a conversation, bro. I think there's been some sort of misunderstanding about where you stand within the bloodline and the lineage of the family. So I figured I'd make this video so me and you could have a heart-to-heart conversation about what your place actually is. Because when Roman lost his title to Cody at WrestleMania 40, you know, I kind of been on a hiatus from wrestling, but I've been seeing the rumblings, what's going on with Solo, and we didn't say nothing when you decided that you wanted to kick Jimmy out of the bloodline because losing has consequences, as you said, right? But up to the point that WrestleMania came, and up to the point where you beat the crap out of Jimmy and kicked him out of the bloodline, what were you doing that whole time? Because my recollection is you were taking nothing but losses. And these weren't championship title fights. These were nothing. These were like throwaway matches almost. And if you look up Solo's record, if we look up your record, you was taking nothing but losses, bro. You was taking nothing but L's, but you still come to Jimmy and you tell him and Paul Heyman that losing has consequences. So if that's the case, where is your consequence? If that's the case, who put you in charge to be the one to kick Jimmy out in the first place? Who told you that you had this authority when you've been taking nothing but L's? If it comes with consequences, we need a winner to step up, and we need a winner to get Jimmy out of the bloodline. We need a winner to get you out of the bloodline. We need a winner to take over. Who said you want anything? But you know what? We didn't say nothing, Solo. We didn't say nothing. We said, all right, it's cool, whatever. You kicking Jimmy out, we gonna bring Jimmy and Jay back together in the future. Like, that's what's gonna happen. Jimmy and Jay back together once again. I'm looking forward to that story. It's cool. All right. Then you brought in Tama Tonga. First of all, I looked up like Tongan people, if that's how you say it, and like the lineage or whatever, see if being Tongan means you're Samoan. I looked it up. It claimed that Tama Tonga is not Samoan. So I don't even know if I'm just supposed to believe he's Samoan, or do we know that he's Tongan and that he's not Samoan, but he's a part of the bloodline? Like, the bloodline is the family lineage. The only person that we got in the bloodline that wasn't a part of the bloodline, the actual bloodline, was Sami Zayn. And there's a reason his shirt said honorary Uso. Honorary, because we acknowledge that, yeah, he's not actual blood, but like, he a part of the bloodline. But you want to bring in Tama Tonga. Correct me if I'm wrong, though. Correct me if I'm wrong. If that is a Samoan descent, I'll take it back. It don't matter. I got more stuff to say to you anyway, Solo. You brought in Tama Tonga, you go on this rampage. All right, cool. Tama Tonga or you, both of y'all bringing Tonga Loa, whatever. Like, okay, more rampage, more stuff. Cool, whatever. But I see you starting to bully Paul Heyman, right? And I see you coming at the wise man kind of crazy. And I don't know, you just want to be in charge. You started wearing shoes. I guess you want to start wearing shoes like you feel like the boss wears shoes or whatever. So cool. You change your clothes. You want to wear like a little suit that I guess you think fits you. You started wearing the Michael Jackson gloves, not on one hand, but on both hands. I don't really know what you going for with this, you trying to be the tribal chief and what like all these changes. But either way, it's whatever. All right, cool. You're going to do all these things. You want to talk crazy to Paul Heyman. You don't want to listen to him. But then it came the point last week where Paul was like telling you like, yo, Cody Rhodes is not somebody that the bloodline needs to be dealing with right now. He's to be left alone. And you going to say to Paul Heyman, because he said that Roman said this. Roman gave this command. He gave this knowledge before he left officially after losing at WrestleMania 40. And you gonna say to Paul Heyman that Roman Reigns is not coming back. And you keep saying the tribal chief says this, the tribal chief says that. And I noticed that you're not talking about Roman Reigns. But Roman Reigns is the one and only tribal chief. That's my tribal chief. I'm assuming that's my viewers' tribal chief. Who's your tribal chief? Tell me in the comments, who's your tribal chief? Roman is mine, man. And you saying he's not coming back, so what? You're in charge and you make all the rules, so Paul Heyman has to do everything you say. All right, whatever. You want to bully him, whatever. That's why he had to tell CM Punk, take me with you. Take me with you. I can't be around this no more. He's out of control. He's out of pocket. And I've been feeling like Solo been getting out of pocket, but I've been watching from the sidelines, seeing like, all right, what's he going to do? Okay. You kick Jimmy out. Okay. You bring in all these other people. Okay. You're calling yourself the tribal chief, or you calling The Rock the tribal chief? I was trying to figure that out. But this past SmackDown actually confirms to me that you think that you're the tribal chief. Solo, you're the tribal chief if I were to purchase my tribal chief from Walmart. You will purchase that Chiefs R Us. Bro. You're not him. You're not him, bro. So I'm gonna get to where it got the most disrespectful. It gets the most disrespectful, and I feel I have to make this video. When you come to Madison Square Garden, you come to my city. I'm from New York. I live in New York. And I didn't go to the show because I only really go to the show the Roman's at when my tribal chief is there. I go to acknowledge my tribal chief. You gonna be there? It's like, all right, whatever. I'll see it on TV. I'll see the clips on YouTube. And what happens is, you come out in this ceremony to tell everybody to acknowledge you. And I don't know, you know what? I'm even skipping parts. You brought in Jacob for 2. I'm sorry. He's actually Samoan. I accept him as a part of the Bloodline. I forgot you brought him out last week, beat up Cody, whatever. You added members, you added Jacob, cool. Anyway, you come to Madison Square Garden. You got Tama Tonga, Tongaloa, Jacob for 2, and Paul Heyman out there. And you're telling everybody to acknowledge you. So now you're biting the lines of the actual tribal chief. You're stealing the lingo, you're stealing the slang, you think you're him. You can't be him. You don't sound like him. When you say acknowledge me, it just don't resonate the same. There's no aura to it. You know? And you can't just be a carbon copy. If you want it to be a tribal chief in some way and me believe it, you have to have your own sayings and your own things that separates you from him. It's not you trying to copy him and what he says and what he does and get the same acknowledgement that he has gotten and earned for being champion for over 1,300 days when you haven't been world champion once. But all right, it's fine. You got your 3 stooges to acknowledge you, and then you ask Paul Heyman to do it. But you said, wait, hold on. Before you acknowledge me, Paul, and you have Jacob and them bring something out, and the ultimate disrespect within this bag is the fala, right? Everybody knows Roman Reigns had that bestowed upon him when he became tribal chief. His father gave it to him when he beat Jey Uso. I believe it was Hell in the Cell when he beat him. Rest in peace to Sikoa, by the way. He bestowed it upon Roman. It's a symbol of status in the bloodline, and it means something. Roman may have lost his title, but he is the tribal chief. He is the leader of this bloodline, and you have it now because Roman's been on this hiatus, and you think that you have power, and that's where the disrespect comes from, bro. You've done nothing to earn this, and you tell Paul Heyman to acknowledge you as his tribal chief. And Paul says to you what we've all been thinking. Solo, I acknowledge that you are not my tribal chief because Solo, we all have. I have, Paul Heyman has, everyone that watches the product has a tribal chief, and his name is Roman Reigns. And when he comes back, I guess surely now as a babyface, there's no way he doesn't come back as a babyface because you're clearly in pure heel mode and you need to be dealt with. You're gonna be dealt with, man. I will see what the writers do with it, if they really gonna try to like make you win or beat Roman in any capacity to give him like obstacles to overcome. But bro, your time is coming. And then after that, obviously, everybody knows the beatdown that came on Paul Heyman because he didn't acknowledge you for something you never earned. He didn't acknowledge you for actually being the tribal chief, right? I know Roman says you were next up, but he didn't say you had it yet, bro. He did not say you had it. Actually, explicitly from the wise man, Roman has still been given directives and orders that you have been ignoring. And that's why you're mad at Paul Heyman. That's why you attacked him. That's why y'all did the triple power bomb, still trying to copy the tribal chief. Because if y'all know about the Shield days, you know about the triple power bomb that the Shield used to do to everybody they used to dismantle. And y'all copied that and throw Paul Heyman through the table. I hope you get better soon, Paul. I hope you show up and show out with the real tribal chief, my tribal chief, our tribal chief, Roman Reigns. But look, at the end of the day, Solo, I just need you to understand, you had Jacob put the fala around your neck. At this point, wearing that thing around your neck means nothing. Because you are not my tribal chief, and we all already have one.